4 years ago, I decided to put on the Rift Valley Odyssey because a bunch of us have been racing around the world. We've travelled down to South Africa, to the US, to Europe, and we're always travelling to do a big stage race somewhere, and there was nothing here in Kenya. So we decided at the end of one long ride, we might as well do one here. And if we're going to do one here, let's do one properly. Let's make it an international event that other people will get on airplanes and come and fly to race in Kenya. The Rift Valley Odyssey, it's 3 days across the Great Rift Valley. We start on the eastern highlands in Limuru, where the tea plantations are, and we go first 40 kilometers are through solid forest. It's indigenous forest and a mixture of plantation forest. It's all single track, it's beautiful riding, you never know what's coming around the next tree. Before the RVO starts, the day before is a prologue, which is a social trail ride through the tea farms of Limuru. We hold the prologue as an optional ride to allow all those that are coming in get rid of the jet lag and they stretch their legs, assemble their bikes, get ready for the altitude and the terrain, and especially the navigation. The entire RVO is navigated by GPS, so you have to learn how to load your routes for the day, each day, how to follow them, navigate for them, and how not to get lost. So the prologue is very navigational intensive. A lot of footpath riding from a beautiful farm road, and then you duck down into the tiniest footpath that goes through a bit of forest and comes out the other side. And if you're not paying attention, you'll be lost very, very quickly. So the prologue is there to get you bedded in with your GPS, learn what you're doing, get used to the altitude, and have a beautiful, beautiful day's riding while you're at it.
Staying on top of it, eh? Technology is fun, touching down, and I know what I'm doing, sort of.
Honestly, I downloaded the wrong route, so I'm following the rest.
A lot of the riding was, I mean, for me, a lot smoother than trails in the Western Cape. It's all sort of been flattened by feet and by cattle, I guess. So on the dry days, a lot of the trails, it's like, I mean, it's single track. They're all little footpaths or cattle paths, but there's just turns and it's beautifully flowing, awesome to ride on. You know, if you've got someone in front of you, you can just follow their line, or if you're in front, just pick your lines well. And it's, I mean, you can pick up some great speed. So awesome riding, yeah.
When you smile, I can see.
Complain by the end of it, but you still have fun while you're at it. So we decided to go with GPS-only navigation because we really want to put the sense of adventure in. When Africa was opened up by the European explorers 100 years ago, nobody had a clue on where they were going to go. They had no idea. It was an odyssey. It was a long, adventurous journey. And that's what we're trying to recreate here. So for 250 kilometers, you don't know where you're going next. You follow your Garmin GPS, it will get you there. Don't argue with your Garmin. It's always right. But by the end of it, you have self-navigated across the Rift Valley. You've got to your destinations and you've had a fabulous time with it.
Halila binadamu, halila watu wote, halila binadamu, halila watu wote.
Done 10 Ks and still got another 80 to go, so long day ahead, but enjoying it, fantastic, lovely. Man.
Day one, it's 100 kilometers from Limuru to Naivasha, starting at 2,200 meters above sea level, and we spend 50 kilometers above that altitude until we eventually top out at 2,700 meters. And this is intense forest riding, grass trails, many countless of valleys that will be crossed. Some of the most fabulous single track descent through forests imaginable. I have ridden through many forests all over the world, and those are all groomed trails, so they're very, very fast. But what we have here is not groomed, it is bushy. There are low-hanging branches and there are bushes that will shred your arms as you go through them. So you have to really keep your wits around you, and the grin factor is huge. But you can't get carried away with it because you will lose your way if you're not also watching your Garmin to make sure that you're keeping it straight. So 50 kilometers of single track through forest, you pop out onto this massive view of the Great Rift Valley, and all of a sudden the earth opens up below you and you have a almost 1,500 meter drop below you, and you know that you're going down to the bottom of that. All those 1,000 meters you're dropping down, and you do go. We have a couple of fabulous descents, and down you go across the flats onto the lake shore. Every new entrant gets lost, and I think that's pretty much a guaranteed. Past competitors of the RVL, they're all well sorted, they're well bedded in with their GPSs, and they know exactly what to do, and they're fine. But every new time entrant gets lost. But eventually, by the end of day 3, they're well sorted out. They know what they're doing.
Day 2 was, I don't know, probably my favorite day. A lot of like 20 some Ks of just sort of relentless climbing through some beautiful scenery, and then quite steep. Most of it was rideable. I think the pros probably rode all of it. I rode most of it. And then some of the descents from the very, very top after water point 2 was just this ridge line that just, I mean, views on left and right, amazing stuff. And just beautiful flowing single track. I mean, just bombing down. Almost, you know, saw head over heels a few times, but yeah, beautiful day of riding.
Yeah, no, good. Ready for this last day. Hope the weather will hold out for us. And yeah, getting ready. Thank you.